I have marinated these beef ribs overnight in Worcestershire and a bit of meat tenderizer. Now I'm going to put bacon strips in the middle of them and wrap them with string to form a roll, look almost like a roast. I think this recipe might be helpful when you're going for a long weekend to the lake or to the mountains or river, because you could do this part before you take off, uh, wrap it together, makes it a nice, convenient one unit um, item to put in your cooler, and I'm sure it would keep quite well for several days. I've got the smoke and go heated up nice and hot. I put a piece of fresh oak wood in there along with the lump charcoal, and we're going to cook these ribs hot on the flame. So I'm not leaving this to smoke. We're really uh, char broiling these ribs, and I'm turning them fairly quickly. We want it charred but not burned, so that's a fine line. And you can see here that we're really getting these ribs toasty. Now I'm not going to cook them, finish them on the smoke and go. We could. At this point you could just wrap it in foil, turn the smoke and go down to 200, but since I'm here at the house, we're going to just continue to char these ribs on the outside, give it a nice bark, and then we're going to put it in a covered pan and finish it in the oven. The ribs are charred, crispy on the outside, and it's time for it to go in the pan. I'm not going to put any extra juices or anything else other than just put it in this pan, and we're going to transfer it to the oven. So we left these ribs covered in the oven at 220 for 2 hours. The internal temperature is 195 degrees, and you can see that some of the juices have rendered, but it still retained its nice crispy bark exterior. Our goal was to create beef ribs that were as tender and juicy as pork ribs, and you can see that very tender. In fact, we could cut them with a fork, nice and juicy. I think the bacon did add to the juiciness of these ribs, and so big success, delicious. We ate them all and enjoyed every bite. We hope you'll consider purchasing the Smoke and Go for your outdoor recreation. It's an outdoor cooking revolution.